Welcome to a new Dave's Classic Garage Tours video, and this time we're back at Grand Tourer to see the build of a replica of a one-off legend. This is the Phase 3 GTHO in Onyx Black, and Greg knocking in some door trim.
When will I be paid? Hello, Dan.
Good afternoon.
How you doing?
Good, mate. Yeah.
Good. What goes on here? I think have we talked about this one yet?
We have, I think. Yeah.
Before, when it was just a shell? No,
Yeah,
you know
maybe
what?
when
I'm
it
not
first come
absolutely
in.
sure. I'm not
You might have some footage.
I've
Yeah.
got some footage, but I don't think we actually done anything. Let's go back to the beginning. It is, and all right, okay. Before I get a copyright strike, thank you. It's an Onyx Black. I know that.
Yeah, that's the
And
one.
it is a XY.
Why? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one.
Cool. I'm getting there.
Yeah.
There. Tell us all about it, mate.
So this is a replica of the Onyx Black Phase 3, which is only one built.
Right.
So tried to do the car basically identical to the actual real one.
So this is coming for restoration to Grand Tourer.
Yes, correct.
Right.
Yeah.
So what was the base?
Basically, it was a Falcon 500,
Right.
ultra white with green interior,
Yeah.
and which is actually the same combination as my car.
Right.
But the owner from Queensland, he wanted to copy the car, so
It's not
that's
another Christmas bonus for me. Has he seen in one of my videos? Is it? No.
nah, not sure. But yeah, everything from sunroof, 8-track player, all that stuff. So we've
So is the sunroof in it?
no, so
Globe
that's
has been-
all been put in.
The Globe sunroof.
Yeah, the old Goldie sunroof. yeah.
Goldie's.
Yep.
Globe is. Am I talking about bloody trainers or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Goldie sunroof. Yeah.
Yeah,
So is it still surviving the original? The
yeah. So it's over in Perth, I believe.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So collector's got it over there.
Is it an iconic car? That one.
Yeah, because it's the one of one as well. you
Right.
know, and everyone
it-
loves black.
Is it because nobody wanted a black car in those days, or
Yeah, because a few of the black cars, like a lot of the time, they'll be special sort of orders through Ford.
Yeah.
There seem to be.
Right.
So yeah, Ford cars that were optioned, generally they're more highly optioned, you know, because they're, I suppose, a boss at Ford or whatever, and they wanted
Yeah.
all the extras put in. So yeah, this one's got a couple of good options on it.
I mean, yeah. Black cars in hot sun and whatever. Obviously, that they're going to heat up.
Yeah,
is it
correct.
Not a big thing in Australia, presumably. Were they?
Yeah.
Many people order.
I suppose in this model range, yeah, there wasn't many.
No.
Even in just an XY GT, there was only a few.
Right.
There was one Delete Stripe one.
Yeah.
I think
And the
that's
Elite Stripe, right,
yeah. I
okay.
think that was the only factory manual car. The rest were all autos.
Yeah. Wow. This is amazing, isn't it? That's pretty fantastic.
Yeah, it's certainly coming together
Yeah,
since you were last
definitely.
here.
Actually, yeah, I can remember Greg putting in the window rubbers. That's about all I think I've actually filmed of this.
Yeah.
So he's delivered to you a 500.
Yeah,
What
Falcon
sort of
500.
condition was that in?
Oh, I was just probably like the XA you just filmed. It was kind of a little bit rough around the edges.
Right.
Not terrible, but yeah, good
Yeah.
base.
Good
But
base,
you know,
yeah.
obviously has rust and stuff. So
Yeah.
it's had brand new quarter panels, sill panels, all that stuff's been changed. So. This was done by Glenn's Customs up in Shepparton. He did the body and paint.
A good base wasn't quite how Glenn described the 500 he was delivered. In fact, his words were something like one of the worst starting points he's ever had to deal with. Once the paint was stripped, he found no end of bog and glass fibre, so there was all of the off-the-shelf replacement panels Dan mentioned, and then some. Many an hour was spent by Glenn fabricating everything from floor pans to plenums, and even a faithful reproduction of the Goldie sunroof was installed, made from a supplied used part and carefully grafted into the previously non-sunroofed original. You can see here how Glenn has handmade the floor, running up both sides of the firewall. He had to do this because both sides were rusted out, and you simply cannot buy them. The results speak for themselves though, and all of Glenn's hard work is right there to be seen. Amazing work for a man working by himself.
So yeah, it's probably 3/4 done.
I bet it's a bugger having this a black colour car. in the
Yes,
shop,
especially assembling it.
isn't God, so it's just having to be...
Yeah, we
Polish up
constantly keep it covered,
Right.
but you take the cover off, the next day it's dusty.
yeah.
It's just...
So there it is, all the...
I had a black car once and I thought never again.
Right, yeah. Yeah, people seem to think you're going to... But it just, for some reason, it just shows up everything, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Especially one that you want to keep particularly
You can
clean.
pretty much polish the car and have it absolutely gleaming, and then 20 minutes later you'll see a film of dust on it.
Yeah,
Yeah, especially outside.
for sure. Right, so what's left to do? Obviously, well, some seats need going in it, but...
Yeah, the dash is the next thing I'm going to fit up, which we've had that all redone.
Yeah.
So it's all been remetallised and everything. So that's
So you say redone, that was... So the dash design was okay on the same amount of dials and everything? And
yeah. So we got a genuine dash for it.
right, okay.
So it was a genuine
not
GT.
the original 500 dash.
Not the 500, no. They used to convert them years ago and put the insert in where the 3 gauges are.
Yeah.
But this one, the owner actually had the dash, so that all got fixed up by Mark Good, which is one of the best in the business at doing that.
Right, okay.
So
Where's he?
We've used Mark for years. He's in Melbourne,
Right, okay.
so
Lovely. And so, what's this the plan to have this out on the showgrounds at in Shepparton?
no, it's not, unfortunately. So the owner of it, he wants to actually drive it back.
Oh, wow.
So he's from inland in Queensland, so he wants to drive the whole way
Nice one.
when it's finished.
That's
So
good to hear. That's good to hear. So,
yeah.
Anything uprated on underneath?
it is a little bit on this one. This one's actually got the Scott Cook aluminium heads, an intake manifold. It's still 351 cubic inches,
Yeah.
but it's just sort of mild spec. Made about 450 horsepower and similar amount of torque. So it'll be a really good driver engine. It's done to look factory. Probably the only thing on it that sort of stands out. Even the carby, we've made it look factory.
Right.
We've even put the factory tag, which we make in-house.
I mean, just lovely paintwork, yeah, is it? That's how...
Yeah.
I mean, so have you got the overspray and everything going on?
The owner didn't want overspray on this, but the drama with overspray is on black, you won't see it. So
Of course, yeah.
we've still got a few things we need to put the warning sticker and a few things on it in the engine bay. Still got to put the rev limiter up there and run some heater hoses and bits and pieces. But yeah, engine bay wise, it's nearly complete. Probably the only thing in the bay, it's got electronic ignition with an ICE ignition box.
Right.
And it's got the aftermarket coil on it, which is a little bit different. But we've tried to make it, we've painted it with the yellow top and everything, so it'll put the factory auto light sticker on there.
Okay. And so how long's left on this? But when's he expecting delivery?
We want to get it done before the end of the year, so he's got a bit of a deadline. He had I think it was a Deb he had to take someone to, so we're trying to get it finished for that.
Cool.
So we actually did another car for him, which is a electric blue XY GT. Got pulled out of a shed up in Queensland or northern New South Wales somewhere, and that was absolutely covered in dust. And we did a full mechanical rebuild right through the car, did all the brakes, engine, everything, but kept it all looking original. And he drove that all the way back to Queensland as well. So he's from Mount Isa, so it was a decent drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's regularly using them.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he drives that car a bit. So.
Anybody wondering what that tearing? So there's obviously a delivery parts department over there, and the tapes being.
They're packing
shredded.
orders.
Packing orders, yeah.
Yep.
Anything you need for a Grand Tourer? Grand Tourers, a GT. Grand Tourers where you come. All right. Well, looking forward to hearing this one spark up. She's ready to go. I mean, you had the engine running?
Not yet, no. So exhaust system next, and then it can get fired up.
Beautiful. Cool. All right, mate. Well, let us know when it's happening. We'll like to see this one going up the street.
Should be good.
Cool.
As ever, thanks for watching, and if you did enjoy it, please consider liking, adding a comment, subscribing and sharing my content. It really does make a difference, and best of all, it's absolutely free.